Day 3 of Uber Eats after an 8-hour shift at my job to provide for my 4 kids and stay-at-home wife. Here we go. All right, so I'm on my way to Daytona Beach right now. I did shower, change my clothes, you know, get something to eat, but now I'm ready to go, and yeah, I'm excited to see what the night brings. I'll turn on the app once I get there. So I just hit this random pothole in the road. Definitely hit the bumper of my car, but I don't see any damage, so we're gonna keep going. All right, first order of the evening, 2.4 miles, $6. Let's do it. All right, this is a shop and deliver order, so I'm walking into Dollar General right now. Right, so I need to pick up 5 items. So it has me scan the items, guys.
First of all, shout out to this creator, shout out to this dad, actually going out after his 40-hour work week or 8-hour day or whatnot, and still putting in the work. A lot of people don't see the hustle that it takes for a lot of people to be where they want to be in life. Maybe he's saving, maybe he's investing, maybe he's just using it to take care of his family. But shout out to him, because this is the type of work nobody tells you to do. This is the type of work you tell yourself to do, and that's called responsibility. A lot of people lack that in the United States.
There we go. All right, so far so good. That wasn't so bad. Check it out, that seems pretty good. I just finished my first delivery. Now I'm going to 7-Eleven. I keep seeing comments telling me I should do DoorDash. So on my next video, I'm gonna do DoorDash and see.
It's a hit or miss, believe it or not. Uber Eats, DoorDash, it depends on what area you live in. But one of the things, if you're out there and you're delivering food that I did, don't tell them I told you this. You didn't hear it anywhere. You didn't hear it from me, okay? Get 2 phones. If you have a significant other, if you have a sibling, if you have a mom and a dad, anybody that's going to allow you to have their DoorDash account, or you can create a DoorDash account for them, have 2 phones, all right? You can use a hotspot for the other phone. You don't have to have a phone service on, and you can double dash in the area that you know where all the restaurants are at. Therefore, you're making double the money. And I know people in the comments are going to be like, well, you're taking money from the other people. Look, you all complain about everything. The rich taking from the poor, the DoorDasher that has 2 phones taking away from the other DoorDasher that's waiting for an order. The way I think about it is, those who think smarter make more. Like, when you think smarter and you still have great work ethic, you make more money. And so I don't know if this is a thing that you can still do, but this is something that I have done over the past couple of years when I did DoorDash. 2 separate phones. You got DoorDash on both apps. They're 2 separate accounts. You hit ready and you wait for the orders to come in. All right. One order might be $6. The other order might be $10. You're making $16 within that period. Yes, you are driving to 2 separate destinations. And yes, you're doing the double work, but you're also cutting your half in time with whatever amount of money you want to make. Not only that, you can have multiple apps active on your phone, meaning you can have Uber Eats and DoorDash running on one phone, and then Uber Eats and DoorDash on the other phone as well, meaning you have 4 apps running at the same time, 2 separate accounts. Quadruple the money if you know where the restaurants are. It doesn't, I don't recommend you do that if you're in a city or if you're in an area where you don't know the restaurants like the back of your hand, because you're going to have to use your GPS and type in 4 different destinations. You know what I'm saying? So that can be very overwhelming. And what I used to do is, when I picked up one order, I would put it in the passenger seat. When I picked up the second order, I put it in, like, I would seat them like you would seat people in your car, right? The back seats, the right back seat, the left back seat, the middle seat, the floor, you know, all that. So organize it like that so you can move a lot faster. All right, let's continue.
All right, it was definitely a little bit sketchy in there, but I'm fine. We're gonna deliver this stuff. It should be good. Come down the driveway to the screening area. It's pitch black out here at this house. All right, guys, I survived. Got another order coming in. Let's do it.
I'm not gonna lie to you either. Seeing those little single dollar digit orders come in is depressing as hell. Now, I don't know what his money goal is. The last time I did food delivery, my goal was $30 a day, almost every day of the month. That was an extra $900 before paying for gas and whatnot. But what I would do is I would only put up enough money in my gas tank for it to like hit a certain threshold. Maybe if it was like, as soon as the gas light turns on, I'm headed back home no matter what, because every night isn't equal. Every weather condition isn't equal. When it's sunny and nice outside, you're not going to get as many orders. When it's rainy, you're going to get a lot of orders. So it all depends. But I digress. Driving Uber, period, gives you more money. And it's because, well, you're driving around people, not a taco, right? So, but it's a little bit more unsafe. But if you're only doing it for a certain period, then I just encourage you to go that route, right? Suck it up. You get a lot more money. You make a lot more money in a shorter amount of time doing Uber as well.
And that'll be my weirdest one of the night, but hey, life is full of surprises. So this Pizza Hut right in front of me, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. It's dark. All right, that took forever. It sure smells good though. I'm really starting to put a lot of miles on my car doing this so much.
Yeah, so that was one of the reasons why I say 2 separate phones, 2 separate accounts on divided between the 2 phones, because sometimes you will have to wait on DoorDash, and they try to spice it up a little bit and say, "Hey, if you drive for us and get paid hourly, then you get paid for your waiting time." Yeah, that's some BS. I mean, sure, you're guaranteed to make a certain amount of money, but I've seen in certain areas they can get paid $21 per hour if you work hourly on DoorDash versus a different area that's a couple miles away. You get paid like $14 per hour if you work hour to hour on DoorDash. I ain't got time to play games like that. At the end of the day, I know people want their food. And again, if you know the town or the city like the back of your hand, you should be able to move rapidly enough for everybody to get their food on time, and you get paid quadruple or at least double the amount of money because you have 2 separate apps on each phone and 2 separate accounts. All right.
Hello.
Hey, this is your Uber Eats driver. I'm looking for your place. I don't really see any numbers on the building, but I think I'm at the right spot right outside the door. Hey, oh yeah, it had me on the other side. Yeah. No, that's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great evening.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
I don't know why you won't tell me that you're out there as opposed to inside. So
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad I found you. So.
thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great night.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You too. All right, I'm parked in front of Steak and Shake.
All right, 1 second, y'all.
It is pretty slow tonight. Remember, I'm paid by the order, not by the hour. So.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, DoorDash now has options, not new, but they have options. You can get paid by the hour, again, which is what I explained. The more hours you spend, the more money you're guaranteed to make per hour, which is cool. That's for people who really want a safety net. Oh, I know if I work 2 hours, I'm going to make $30, right? But for those who make money only by the order, you're not guaranteed to make $14 or $15 per hour. You get sent the orders, and one order might be $6. And if you decline it, then they'll mark you for that and be like, hey, you're not a top dasher. So they'll keep giving you orders that are typically lower quality. But I say perseverance. Like, you got to make sure that you know your numbers, how far you're driving, how much wear and tear is going to do in your car, how much, gas is it going to consume for your car. Every order isn't equal.
Yeah. All right, guys. For some reason, my Uber Eats is an hour behind, but as you can see, I started basically at 6:03 p.m., ended at 8:36 p.m. So I did this for 2.5 hours. I made $15.02. All right, so I did just.
Now that's crazy work to me. He just said he said 2.5 hours, yo? 2.5 hours, $15.
p.m. So I did this.
Yeah, 2.5 hours, $15. This is what 15 divided by 2.5 is $6 per hour. $6 per hour. First of all, shout out to the dad that's doing this, man, because this is what most people don't do. All right, this is called humiliation, but in a good way, right? He's showing the struggle. He's showing the work that it takes for him to be in the position that he wants to be in, right? I've seen some of the people in the comments section actually say, there's no way I could do this, right? You do it if it came down to taking care of your family. You do it if you really wanted to accomplish your goals. That's the problem with most people in America. They complain about what they can't get. They complain about the rich. They complain about the wealthy taking away, but they never take advantage of the time that they have after they clock off. After they clock off, they're just a bot. They watch TV. They get entertained by sports and watching millionaires do their job, living a life that they would like to live on a screen, and then they clock in the next day and complain about Mondays. I can't live in that life cycle. And if you're that type of person, you might be offended. I don't really care. Let's see what the comment section has to say. Someone said Walmart Spark Driver is way better. You make a lot more. I do it when I'm low on money. Yeah, I have never done the Spark delivery app, but one person said, that same person said, I made $300 in one day, morning to night. That's sweet. But you got to count in your profits and your expenses for sure. It's not $300 profit, I'm sure. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Shout out to this creator. I want to go ahead and shout him out because he is actually a new creator. His name is Joel. This is his TikTok. All right. And he has 93,000 followers already just from sharing his DoorDash journeys while taking care of his family. He's a dad of 4, stay-at-home mom. Like, you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you like the content. Let's get it.